Okay, hey Stu, how you doing, man?
Hello, Rabbi. I can hear you now. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's fucking Skype. Skype
It
does
is.
that. Like, it just everyone who's called in through Skype, they had to edit their settings first. Uh,
Yeah.
anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Well, I just thought I'd bring up because a lot's been going on in the UK lately to do with legal immigration, and I don't know if you've been seeing
Wait. What'd you just say? Legal immigration or illegal?
illegal.
Okay.
So basically, what they're doing, literally every single day now, they're coming across the English Channel on boats from France, a totally war-torn country, and it's getting up to about 500 a day now, and we actually hit the record. I can't actually remember what the number is for the record, but it's getting ridiculous. So we've got a conservative government, and they're obviously doing well, a conservative government, and obviously doing nothing about it. And now we're up to the point where we've got 50,000 plus illegal immigrants in four-star hotels getting food, water. They're getting uh, like a stipend per week. I think it's like 40, 50 quid per week. They're getting trips to Anfield, which is Liverpool's soccer stadium, and getting all these nice benefits and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just getting absolutely out of control. And so today, um, over in Dover, they had a big, massive protest, and just the way they've just absolutely cracked down on like the protesters, like the anti-immigration protesters there in comparison to the BLM. It's just crazy. I've got a link for a video. Uh,
Yeah. I pulled it up on stream, but go ahead, send me your link because I just pulled up a story, but dude, I've seen that shit. I've seen what's his name? Nigel Farage. He actually tried to go to that hotel. I don't know if you saw the video that I'm talking to you about, but he like went to a hotel and they kicked him out. And that's where like they're housing the protests. Nigel Farage has been shown the ships and shit like that.
yeah,
I
well, what
definitely have been seeing that. So yeah, for real, man.
Well, what they're doing is they're secretly moving them around the country and in like buses and like hotels, and we've got homeless people, all this sort of stuff, and they actually came out. The figure is costing about £1 billion a month just to do all this. So here we are in the middle of this crisis. Well, COVID crisis or whatever, we're on the brink of economic collapse, but they can afford to be spending nearly £1 billion a month housing all these illegal immigrants, and they're all coming from France. You know, the Dublin regulations say they must seek refuge in the first country. So they've come from, I don't know, fucking Pakistan. How many fucking countries have they got through? But then they're turning up on our shores, and our government's just giving them everything.
Dude, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, I mean, didn't you guys pull out of the European Union? You guys voted to like leave, right?
Yeah, well, the problem is we have left, but because we're in the transition period, which ends in
Ah,
December, we're still part of these Dublin regulations. But it's crap anyway, because the so-called conservatives, Boris and Priti Patel, who's our Home Secretary, they have no political will to do it. They probably agree with all of it. One of the hotels where they were housing um, all these illegal immigrants is Priti Patel's constituency, and she's the Home Secretary. She's in charge of all this stuff. So,
isn't she against like immigration and shit? Like, I remember I seen some articles where she was saying some stuff and like they were throwing hit pieces out on her.
yeah, she talks the talk, very, very tough talk, sounds very, very good, but no action. It's just words. It's
Yeah,
nothing.
we
But
we
that
sort of had the same thing with Donald Trump. He says he's going to do something about the social media companies, and it's been what 2 months now, and I haven't seen shit and stuff like that. So I get where you're. I get what's happening there, so to speak.
well, at the end of the day, Boris Johnson, when he was mayor of London, said he'd give an amnesty to all illegal immigrants, and now he's in government. Well,
Unbelievable, man. That
but
really sucks.
but that link I sent you in the Skype chat, I don't know if you wanted to play that
Oh,
video
I'm
last
playing it
night.
right now. I'm looping the video.
Yeah, well, that
Is that the
guy.
one that you're talking about? The one I'm looping right now?
yeah, that you see the police jump on that guy.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about? That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, he's an elderly veteran, and there's so many more videos. That's just one video of many, right? But you see the way they're reacting to British working class veterans, whatever, decent, hard-working people, crack down, knees on necks. There's actually a couple of pictures with actual knees on necks, and then you look at the BLM riots that were in London and stuff like that, and it's all kneel down, or can't hurt them, or we got to run away, we got to run away. Oh no, but the white working class, or they soon crack down on them, don't they?
Yeah, you know what the difference is, though, unfortunately, is that a knee on the neck of white people in these videos and everything like that, it's okay. They'll live. Do you want to know why they'll live? Because they don't do drugs like black people and everything like that. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, we all know the knee on the neck doesn't kill someone. I've seen a bunch of videos. There was a Czech video where the guy's showing him putting a knee on the neck of some guy. It looks painful, don't get me wrong, but he's not dead, okay?
Yeah.
Like, they failed to mention that because this motherfucker was doing drugs, that's why he's dead. Okay, not because of the knee on the neck. Stop it with this pussy bullshit that they promote and shit. Oh, he had a knee in his neck, that's why he's... Get the fuck out of here with that. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's just a double standard. The apps, they turned out in force, like right from the very second that there were protests at Dover today. They turned out in full force, full, attack mode against, the white working class once again. But as soon as it's BLM another example now check this, right? We
Yeah.
now have a law in the UK now. If somebody organises a protest, they can be fined £10,000, which I believe is about $15,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait, hold on. You said if somebody organizes a protest, meaning one person organizes a protest? Is
Yes,
that what?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the UK, right, basically fines only go up to about £500 or something like that.
Jesus
Anything after
Christ.
that requires a judge and a jury, a court of law, because £10,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And now they're throwing them out left, right, and centre. But guess who they're throwing it out to? They're throwing it out to the white working class. They're throwing out to, Jeremy Corbyn, his brother.
He's a lefty, right?
Yeah, he's the Labour. He was the
Labor, yes.
that went against Boris. Well, his brother is called Piers Corbyn, and he's like a 5G coronavirus conspiracy. Like he's proper wacko.
Oh my god.
But he organised a protest in London, fined him £10,000. Down the street was a BLM protest, no £10,000. So it's just pure political policing now in the UK, and it's getting pretty bad, like in terms of picking and choosing. Like it's so obvious, like it's never been this obvious that they are politically policing, choosing who they're wanting to police. So it's fucked.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, it is fucked. It sounds like it's racism. They are fucking discriminating against white people. Like, it's simple as that. Do you see any BLM organizers being fined that money? I mean, on your end, you would know more about it than I would, but I didn't hear anything about it. I'm sure you would. You heard something about that, right? No, right?
Yeah, no, none of them have been like I said, literally. And when the Piers Corbyn was arrested, the coppers, you actually hear them in the video going, the orders came from up high. So from up high means if they're the Met Police, up high is Sadiq Khan, the London mayor. So he's obviously
he's a piece of shit. I've seen some clips on him. Sadiq Khan is a literal piece of shit and figurative piece of shit. I know you probably can't say that, but I'll fucking say it.
I can say that. He's a piece of shit.
He is.
Piece of shit. Yeah. we have something called freedom of expression here. It's not quite freedom of speech, but we are allowed to.
Yeah, we sort of have the same thing as you guys do, but ours is called freedom of speech. And you know what we have? We sort of have what you guys have. It's called hate speech laws in certain states and shit like that. So, in my opinion, we're like moving towards the direction of what you guys are doing in the UK. And you know what? It really fucking sucks. I'll say that. It really does, man. And
You Americans need to stay far. You need to fight for that because I tell you what, the European way of doing things, nah, nah.
no, you're right. And you know what? I don't know. I really don't know if we can fight for it. Because as I said this on my stream, I said it before on my other streams. All the shit that's going on, it's the left. The left are in power in our country. Like, sure, yeah, we got Donald Trump and shit like that. And I don't know if we have the House or not. I think we have the House, but we don't have the Senate or something like that. It doesn't matter, man. The left are in power. Look at Google, Facebook, and shit like that. Who's really in power in our country? It's not the
Yeah.
Americans. It's not the American people. It's not the Republicans. And they're no better than the left, the Republicans. It's like you take a cookie. You have two
A
cookies.
cookie.
Chocolate chip cookies, yeah.
6 million cookies.
Yeah, 6 million cookies. Half of those cookies are like are M&M, you know, they're different colored chocolate chips and shit like that. They're both the
Yeah.
same shit. They're both cookies, okay? They both are working together with this shit. Like, I don't know why people haven't woken up. We're being manipulated and no one wants to like call them out or whatever. And it's not just the Jays, okay? I like how people go, "Oh, it's the Jewish people doing it and everything." No, it's not just the Jewish people. Look at China. China's got their foot in there with fucking Netflix and everything like that. You think the Jewish people are pushing out this fucking cutie shit? No.
No.
China's got money in this shit too. China's infecting our country and everything like that. I played a video a while ago from the Epoch Times and they were talking about it. They're like, they use the freedoms that we have here to manipulate the system, and it's all legal. It's all legal what they're doing. They're pushing their
And
agenda and everything like that.
and white liberals are enabling it.
They are. It's disgusting. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. Um,
But that was it. No, I just wanted to. I just thought you wanted a call in, so I thought I'd give you a call and a bit of UK from across the pond news. And
no, thank you very much for sharing this. I really appreciate it.
all right, well,
I covered some UK stuff in the past, but I don't really focus on it too much unless something big comes out. But yeah, I have seen on my own, not just this, what you're sharing me. I've seen some of the protests that have been going on. They blocked that statue. They put walls over that statue. They created something. And I thought that was like pretty cool for them to do that. But like, why? Why do you need to do that shit? You know, it's like
well,
these people are out of control. They have no
to be
respect for the history. They should be privileged to be in UK, London, and everything like that. You know, why
yeah.
are they going out there protesting? You have everything given to you. Like, what the fuck, man?
Well, to be fair to Boris, he did stick up for the church. He said, We shall not be ashamed of our past." So I suppose at least he said that. But and then he put the box around Churchill, which stopped them from keep vandalizing it. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. At the end of the day, like another quick example, there was a guy. They called them the far right protesters, which happened around them riots in London a while ago. They were just working class football lads, basically. You know, like a pint of beer down the pub, and one of them took a piss because obviously he was drunk and he didn't realise that he was pissing on a police memorial, which was
Jesus.
the police. Yeah, well, it was an accident. This is the thing; it was an accident because he was obviously drunk,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a little small memorial on the floor, and it was actually the policeman who got knifed outside of Parliament by that fucking muzzy fucking. Sorry, I'm trying not to trying to watch my language.
You could say Muslims or sand N words and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Be creative with your language, you know? I don't mind that shit. No, like for real. I rather say the N word and the F word and shit like that, and I will. Like once I'm waiting for BitChute to like fucking open up their streaming service, but for now I gotta be creative, you know?
True, true. But yeah. Anyway, he accidentally pissed on that, right? And he got it literally within a couple of days. He was sentenced 14 days in prison. He's got prison, criminal record. He's unlucky, whatever. The lad who fucking was trying to burn the flag on the cenotaph, which is like our big World War II memorial. You know, they're very much respected. You know, burning the British flag
Yeah.
took him months to find, and in the end they gave him a suspended sentence. So you know, it's just double standards.
It
It's
sucks. A
yeah.
suspended sentence, like why did he even get charged in the first place? It's like over policing, man. It really sucks. And then you know what? On top of that, the
No,
policing
no, no,
stuff.
no, no. Sorry, no, no. Maybe I didn't explain that right. Sorry, the guy who pissed on the police memorial got 14 days in prison, up from
Whoa.
2 days. But the black, the N word, the N word, who was burning the cenotaph flag, which is like it's like our most important memorial in the UK. It took months to find, and he got a suspended sentence.
What a fucking joke, man. That's racism, isn't it?
Well, it's
Blacks can get away with it, but whites? Oh, you're white. We gotta fucking discriminate you.
justice is blind unless you're black.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Let me pull that up. Don't we have that? The fucking Justice Lady or something like that. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this one right here,
Yeah.
Lady Justice.
Yeah.
She's fucking blind. Is this the one with the blindfold? Yep, she has a blindfold and everything like that. That's what it is, man.
That's what it's supposed to be, but clearly, and to be fair, I know we don't like Tommy Robinson because he's a Jew lover, but it did all start with him. To be fair, he was the first political like prisoner where they literally made political judgments on him, and yeah, it's just progressing further now. They're just openly doing it. You know, at the end of the day, policing is done by consent in this country. It's not the same as in America. But now that they're making it political, well, they're making a lot of people very, very fucking angry. So
Yeah,
we'll
100% agree with you.
we'll see what happens.
Um, real quick, you know, the over policing shit and everything like that. Didn't they have like some sort of camera type thing where people were like covering their faces? I think this happened last year, and they arrested people for covering their faces in front of like these cameras that they were using to like track people. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Um, no. What facial recognition cameras?
Yeah, something like that.
I
Tracking
mean,
people
I'm not
arrested
sure.
over covering themselves.
I mean, the only facial recognition I know of is in London. But
Here, this one right here. It'll pull up on my stream in a second. But I don't know if you've seen this. This happened like what, last year maybe it happened. It should come up on stream.
oh, Stratford Station.
Yeah, I think they had CCT and Jesus Christ, they're like your country is like all cameraed up, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's always been the case in the UK. There is CCTV everywhere. I mean, in terms of facial recognition, no. But in terms of cameras, yeah. Yeah, there are cameras everywhere.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. And you know what? Like when I hear about that, like they got cameras everywhere and everything like that. Like, do they get those people that stab other people? You know, there was a girl who died in London. You know, she got killed because she was going to meet this guy like as a date or something, and he killed her. He like beheaded her or something. You remember that?
Uh, there's been so many. That's the thing.
Oh, see, look at that. I'm bringing up one story. You're like, dude, which one are you talking about? There's like so many of them.
Well, well, at one point we had a higher murder rate than New York.
Jesus. Yeah, I think I heard of that. But you guys ban knives and shit like that. Like, aren't guns illegal? Like, you guys haven't had a shooting in a while there, right?
Nah, I mean, gun crime is base. I mean, it does happen. It's mostly
Really?
like farmer shotguns and stuff like that. Maybe
Oh,
a few handguns here and there, which are normally imported from Europe. But
uh,
in general, I mean, it's. I did look at the stats a while ago. It's minuscule. It is pretty much, but it can happen. But in the big cities, outside though. No.
yeah.
But knives, I mean, yeah, knives are all the rage, you know, zombie knives and fucking machetes and all that fucking shit. But again, that's in the bigger cities. I always say this to Americans that, like, yes, you keep your guns because obviously when the time comes, you're going to need them. You know, tyrannical government, maybe we're going to need them sooner than later, but obviously we're not going to be able to. But day to day, it is safer. Where I live, it's safe.
Yeah.
Completely.
So same thing with you. I live close to New York, but where I am, it's quote unquote safe. But I'm getting concerned. There is a concern that it won't be, but I'm like, okay, I'm in a decent area, so I haven't seen any of the quote
But
unquote protests. But it is
but
quite
are they
concerning.
but are they not coming into the suburbs now? I've seen videos and starting to come into the suburbs.
Oh, they are, but the area I live in, it's like I haven't seen any of that stuff. There are towns like there's a bunch of towns away from me, but I have yet to see anything like it hasn't made the news, you know. In the city though, yeah, there's been shit going on there, but I only work in the city. I don't really live in the city, so I haven't really seen it, so to speak.
That
There's been times where I've worked in the city. I went out to lunch and I've seen protests, but nothing like this BLM bullshit that's going on.
Well, the problem in the UK is that the UK is 85 to 90% white, right? But that 10 to 15% are all concentrated in London, Manchester, Leicester, Bradford. And in those few cities is where it's becoming majority non-white. So, but we're still 85 to 90%, but that's gonna keep dropping fast, especially when we're just having illegal immigrant. Oh, that was the other thing. 700,000 um, net immigration for the past year, whatever it was. The figures came out a couple of weeks
Jesus,
ago. 700,000. We're only a small island fucking nation. 700,000.
that's crazy, man. Where you are, you said that you're safe. Are you concerned about any of the stuff that's going on? Like, I mean,
I mean,
let me put it to you this way: you are concerned, and I also am concerned about the shit that's going on. But are you in any real danger for stuff that's going on?
no, I'd say no because I'm up north, right? Up north, and so I'm quite removed from. It's down south. So if you're in London or in Manchester or Leicester or Bradford, then be worried. But we don't worry about black people because black people are only about 3 to 4% of the population. It's the Arabs
Ah,
that we worry about. So
yeah, yeah. I've heard that.
it, it's different to America. We don't really have a N-word problem. We have a sand and N-word problem.
Yeah, no, no. I've seen stories on that and stuff like that, and the London Bridge thing with the
Yeah.
that was a sand N word, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you know, that's been going on a lot. That's been, I've heard stories about that and stuff like that. So I definitely know what you're talking about with that. And I don't know, man. How do you think there's a way to fix that type of problem? It's like they're coming into your country and they're like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. We're gonna bring our culture and our religion here. And if you don't like it, well, guess what?
Well,
We're gonna start yeeting some of your people, so to speak.
yeah. The problem is we've just got too closer links with it's Pakistan that's the problem because they're all inbred fucks anyway. So they're
Mm.
all fucking shagging their cousins and then they come over and they're retarded. A lot of them are just completely fucking low IQ retards. And yeah, I don't think at the end of the day, what's Laura Towler and all that say 2066 is our demographic suicide. So we still got a little bit of time, but hey, you look at America. I don't. If you guys couldn't stop it, I don't see how we're gonna stop it. So
Yeah, well, I mean you're right. I really don't know if we're gonna be able to stop it, but we'll see, man.
well, you were saying earlier on the stream, the left has already won, and that's probably true.
I
So
mean, there is a chance that we can do something, but I mean, I work for a law firm, and the law firm I work for does business with high profile companies. And I'm telling you, man, it's been it's a virus. This diversity bullshit, it's infected all these people and they don't even know, the truth about what's going on.
Diversity is code for anti-white.
It is. It really is. And I'm really sick and tired of hearing about it. Like the head of our firm, she sends an email and she's like, "Oh, today we're gonna talk to this black lawyer that we hired. That's gonna talk about their racial injustice that they faced when they growed up." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? They're a fucking
Who?
lawyer at our law firm. They faced racial injustice. That's a fucking American dream for those people. Okay, for them to be educated and become a lawyer." Get the fuck out of here. The racial injustice they felt. Like, I'm like,
Well,
oh, God, go ahead.
well, well, what do they say? Like, if all the government, the corporations, the culture, everything is tuned in favor of black people and Black Lives Matter and all that, then who's got the privilege?
Yeah.
Do you
Mm.
know what I mean?
But
If all
no,
the
it doesn't work that way for them. They'll still play the oppressed card or the victim card, man. I don't know. That's the way it works, though.
Anyway, I'll let you go.
Okay, so thank you for calling in, man. You have a good one, and thank you for sharing with us what's going on across the pond. And you have a good day, man.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for the
Yep.
stream as well. I've really enjoyed it lately. It's
Thank you very much,
quality,
man. I do.
top stream. Like yours is the top stream that I'm watching at the moment because you've got that nice mix of politics and memes. It's entertaining. Just keep it up, man.
Well, I like to have fun, man, and thank you very much for tuning in. And you have a good one, okay, man?
All right. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Yep. Bye.